Cardiovascular Physiology, Circuitry of the Cardiovascular System. Welcome to today's podcast, where we delve into the intricacies of the human cardiovascular system. This remarkable system is designed as a closed, pressurized network, operating through two distinct but interconnected circuits that work in perfect harmony to sustain life. The central principle: two circuits in series. At the core of the cardiovascular system lies a fundamental principle. It comprises two main circuits arranged in series. These are the pulmonary circuit and the systemic circuit. The heart serves as a central hub, functioning as a dual pump that propels blood through both networks. When we say that the circuits are in series, we mean that the output from one circuit directly becomes the input for the next. As a result, every drop of blood must pass through the lungs before it is distributed throughout the body. This arrangement guarantees efficient exchange of gases. Carbon dioxide is removed from the blood, and oxygen is replenished. The heart's right side, consisting of the right atrium and right ventricle, drives the pulmonary circuit. Meanwhile, the left side, which includes the left atrium and left ventricle, powers the systemic circuit. The pulmonary circuit journey to the lungs. The primary role of the pulmonary circuit is to transport deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs for gas exchange. In the lungs, carbon dioxide exits the blood while oxygen enters, after which the newly oxygenated blood returns to the heart. The pathway begins with the right atrium, which receives deoxygenated blood from the entire body through the superior and inferior vena cava. The blood then passes through the tricuspid valve, entering the right ventricle. From there, it is pumped through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary trunk and pulmonary arteries. These arteries are unique because they are the only arteries in the body that carry deoxygenated blood. They branch out to transport blood to both the left and right lungs. Within the lungs, the blood flows through specialized capillaries, allowing carbon dioxide to diffuse out and oxygen to diffuse in. The pulmonary veins, which are the only veins in the body that carry oxygenated blood, then return this refreshed blood to the left atrium of the heart. A notable characteristic of the pulmonary circuit is its low pressure and low resistance. The vessels are short and highly compliant, making it easier for blood to flow. Consequently, the right ventricle has a thinner muscular wall compared to the left ventricle. The systemic circuit, supplying the body. The systemic circuit is responsible for delivering oxygenated blood and essential nutrients to every tissue in the body, while also removing waste products such as carbon dioxide. This journey starts at the left atrium, which receives oxygen-rich blood from the lungs via the pulmonary veins. The blood then moves through the mitral, or bicuspid, valve into the left ventricle. The left ventricle is the most powerful chamber of the heart, boasting a thick muscular wall necessary for generating the force required to drive blood throughout the body. From the left ventricle, blood is pumped through the aortic valve into the aorta, the largest artery in the body. The aorta branches into numerous arteries, each supplying specific regions such as the heart, brain, kidneys, and limbs. Blood then travels through smaller arteries and into arterioles, which serve as the primary sites for resistance and regulation of flow. Here, in the capillaries, the actual exchange of gases, nutrients, and waste occurs with surrounding tissues. The now deoxygenated blood is collected into venules, which merge to form larger veins. These veins ultimately drain blood into the superior vena cava, from the upper part of the body, and the inferior vena cava, from the lower part. Both venae cavae empty the deoxygenated blood into the right atrium, thus completing the systemic circuit and initiating the pulmonary circuit once more. The systemic circuit operates under high pressure and high resistance. Due to its extensive reach and the resistance presented by various organs, the left ventricle must be extremely muscular to generate adequate pressure. Specialized circulations within the systemic circuit. Within the systemic circuit, there are specialized regional networks that possess unique regulatory features. First, the coronary circulation supplies the heart muscle itself. Its distinctive trait is that blood flow predominantly occurs during the relaxation phase of the heart, known as diastole. This is because the contracting heart muscle compresses the coronary arteries, temporarily reducing blood flow. Next, the cerebral circulation provides blood to the brain. This system is tightly regulated to ensure a constant supply, regardless of variations in overall blood pressure. This consistent flow is crucial for maintaining the brain's supply of oxygen and glucose. Lastly, the hepatic portal circulation is a unique system in which veins from the spleen, stomach, pancreas, and intestines merge to form the hepatic portal vein. This vein carries nutrient-rich, and potentially toxin-rich, blood to the liver. where it is processed before the blood re-enters the general systemic circulation via the hepatic veins. The closed loop and pressure gradients. The entire cardiovascular system functions as a closed loop of interconnected tubes. Blood flow within this loop is governed by the pressure gradient created by the heart and the resistance offered by the blood vessels. The heart generates the pressure necessary to drive blood through the system, while the vessels regulate resistance, ensuring the efficient delivery of oxygen and nutrients and the removal of metabolic waste. This exquisite design guarantees that oxygen-poor blood is consistently directed to the lungs for renewal, while oxygen-rich blood is reliably distributed to every cell in the body, sustaining life itself. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. If you enjoy the content, please like, share and subscribe. It's the Everything Surgery Podcast. Dissect the extraordinary.